Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Mesa and today I will be guiding you through a wonderful bedtime stretch on our butterfly board. So today for props and supports we have our 2 pegs, our board, and then also if you're at home or if you have anything around you that can be used for support such as a pillow or a blanket, that would be so wonderful and supportive for your practice today. So to get started, let's go ahead and meet in child's pose. So come up onto the knees and then spread your knees about as wide as your board. Bring your big toes into touch and then start to melt your chest forward. If you want to feel a deeper stretch here, you can reach for your pegs to help open your side body. If you want to feel more supported, maybe you reach for that pillow and place it under your chest or even under your hips, and then melt your chest over the top of it. You can also still reach for your pegs here just to keep feeling that stretch in your side body as you melt over the top of your pillow. We'll be holding our poses today from anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, just to help really settle the nervous system before we crawl into bed. So see if you can honor the stillness in each pose. Allow yourself to slow down. Tune inward and heal. We've got about 30 more seconds here in our child's pose, so see if you can really feel your body expand on your exhales and soften deeper into the space below you on your exhales.
Just a little louder when you finish.
We've got about 30 more seconds here in our child's pose. So see if you can just feel your body really expand on your inhales and soften deeper into the space below on your exhales. Beautiful. Start to peek up at the top of your space. And then gently bring your hands back to help lift yourself up. And then you might want to slide your pillow forward a little bit. We're going to come into our puppy pose. So if you want to feel a deeper stretch before bed, maybe you scooch your pillow out of the way, bring your hips over on top of your knees, and then start to melt your chest forward and down. And reach your hands out in front of you. Maybe you use that space between your thumb and your index finger to wrap around your peg. And this will help keep your hips stacked over your knees so they don't slide forward like they tend to do. And then if you want to add that support in, maybe you take your pillow, blanket, or prop and slide it under your chest. You can still use your hands around your pegs there to help keep your hips over the knees. Elevating your hips above your heart is wonderful to help soothe the nervous system. So see if you can really keep those hips high and melt your spine away from your hips with every breath out. Soften your chest deeper to the space below you as well, and really opening the shoulders here, opening the heart. Stay with your breath. Take 3 more deep and slow rounds of breath. Noticing anywhere else you can let go and release. On your inhale, gaze to the top of your space, press into your palms, shift your hips forward, then bring your hands back under your shoulders. And then settle your hips back to meet your heels. Guide your hands to your thighs, close your eyes, and just take a moment to notice how you feel. Really tuning inward. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Flutter the eyes open. And then a couple of options here. We're gonna find a baby camel. If camel is in your practice and you feel like you can hold it for a while, you are also welcome to do that. But I'll show you our baby camel to start. Maybe you sit on top of a pillow for more support here if this is a little bit much on your knees. That could be super helpful. You can also sit on the pillow and scooch your shins out to the sides of your hips. And then maybe you take your pegs here and scoot them just behind your hips on the innermost circle, the innermost row. And on your breath in, we're going to press into the pegs, open your heart forward and gaze high. Really opening the heart, opening the chest. Open the front of the throat as you gaze behind, if that's okay, on your neck. Again, if camel is in your practice and you would like to take your camel here for the next minute, maybe you remove your pillow, prop yourself up onto your knees, and then guide your hands back to meet your heels. Really pressing the hips forward if they're elevated. Lifting the heart to the sky. We tend to feel a lot of deep sensations here. Our vagus nerve runs all across our chest, so it's perfectly natural if you're feeling some deep sensation come up. How would it feel if you just allow those sensations to be there without any judgment, just offering them your love and support, no matter what they are? What is the emotion? What is the feeling? Can you allow it to be? Take one more beautiful round of breath, really experiencing whatever is there for you. Good. As you breathe in, just gently, slowly start to unravel. Place your hands on your thighs, close the eyes, and allow these sensations to pass, honoring them however they come up, however they exist. Perfect. Then start to melt your hands in front of you to your mats, and then we'll go ahead and remove our props from underneath if we used any props. You can scoot your pegs out from underneath, from behind you, and place them to the front of your mat in the top innermost pegs. And then we're going to do a nice seated forward fold. So scoot your feet out long in front of you, extend them nice and long, flex those feet. Maybe give a little bit of wiggle with the ankles, wave hello with your toes. And then again, if you want to feel more supported, reach for that pillow, place it underneath your sit bones. That might feel really good for you and supportive, especially because this is a bedtime stretch. And then either stay here, nice and tall with a tall spine, breathe in, Or as you exhale, start to melt forward, reaching your hands to the space in front of you, really deepening that stretch in the backs of your legs. Honor your body. What is it asking for? Is it asking for more support? Is it asking for a deeper stretch? Allow your heart to lead you into this pose. With every inhale, creating length in your spine. With every exhale, allowing your body to invite you deeper, softer, releasing more. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Breathe in. Let it go. Softening on your exhales. 2 more rounds of breath on your own. So beautiful. Take a breath in as you start to tent your fingertips by your sides and gently walk them up. Let your head rise last. Give some nice little wiggles with your knees and your feet again. And then go ahead and bend your knees, scoot those hips forward just a little bit. Extend your arms out in front of you, knees are high to the sky. Breathe in, grow tall in your spine. Exhale softly, lovingly, and nurturingly lower your spine to your mat, 1 vertebra at a time. Nice and slow. Arrive on your mat. Bring your feet by your hips. Place your palms face down by your sides. For just a breath in here, press into your feet and your palms. Inhale, lift your hips by squeezing your glutes. Breathe in, lift a little more. Exhale, release your spine to your mat. Settle your hips to your mat, and then hold your knees into your chest. Reach your hands on the insides of your legs and catch the outsides of your feet. If you can't quite reach the outsides of your feet, go ahead and reach for the big toes, or maybe you just need to reach for the backs of your thighs. We'll find our happy baby. Just for 3 breaths here. Maybe you take some little rocks side to side before you find stillness. Maybe you find some playfulness by extending one leg and the other, maybe both. What feels best for you in this final pose before we find stillness? Take 1 more round of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Start to release your feet. Hug your knees in tight 1 last time. Breathe in. Curl up into a little ball. And exhale. Extend your legs out long. Arms by your sides. Or take any other final pose that feels good for you. Maybe you use your pillow here. Place it under your head. Maybe you place it under your hips, finding some gentle elevation in your hips. Maybe you butterfly the legs, bring 1 hand to your heart, 1 to your belly. What calls to you for your final resting pose? Take 5 beautiful breaths here in stillness. Honoring your practice, honoring yourself for showing up, for being here, showing yourself this beautiful form of love. 2 more rounds of breath, nice and slow. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. Maybe you're already in bed, maybe you crawl into bed. If you're ready to find movement, just bring your legs back in, remove any props from underneath you. Go ahead and roll over onto whichever side invites you first. Find your fetal pose, your knees tucked into your chest, your head on one of your arms. Another moment of gratitude, stillness, and softness. And when you're ready, gently and lovingly press yourself up into a seat. Maybe the eyes remain closed or have a nice soft gaze. Guide your hands to your heart. Press your thumbs into your heart space. Feel your heartbeat. And take 1 round of breath together to seal our practice. Breathe in. And let it go. Thank you everyone for being here, for showing up for yourselves and caring for yourself in this beautiful way. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for joining me on your butterfly board so we can feel better and do more together with all of my love. Namaste.